there's problems like this that have to do with rectangular, with volume, that you have to use volume in a real world problem like that. How much space does the shape take up? All right, our last topic for the day. Look, we got half an hour left. We're doing great. Last topic of the day is volume of pyramids. The trick for the volume of a pyramid, very simple. It's the same as the volume of a prism, except you divide it by 3. Why? What an excellent question. You know, if I have my rice, my bag of rice.
Why do you need the bag of rice?
Maybe she does, because I think she did this with 8th grade already. I don't think I threw my rice away.
Can I go get her? Can I go ask her if she has any, please?
No, it's okay.
Please, please.
All right, so what I'm going to do is,
You don't even have, listen, can I please go ask her? Please, Mr.
oh man, where's my big square? It's broken. All right, so if I were to fill this, if I were to fill this cone, this pyramid, triangular pyramid, first off, let me point out that this triangular pyramid has the same triangle size, right, as this triangular prism, right? The bases of these two shapes are exactly the same shape, same size, same shape, okay?
With no right angle.
So if I fill this thing up with cubes to get the volume of this pyramid, okay, now obviously it doesn't fit in as cleanly as if I filled it with rice. I forgot today was rice day.
Today's rice day?
Rice day is when you demonstrate the relationship between the volume of a pyramid and the volume of a cube. So this pyramid is full of cubes. What fraction of this prism are these cubes going to fill up? You think a half, but Colin is right because he looked at the formula. Notice that it is 1/3, basically, 1/3 of this prism. Okay, right? So a cone, I'm sorry, so you used 8th grade. A pyramid has 1/3 the volume of a prism with the same area of the base. So I just find the volume of this pyramid, just like I find the volume of this prism. Base, area of the base times height, and then divide it by 3 to get a pyramid, okay? So, if it is a rectangular pyramid, that's the easiest one, because the area of the base, it's a rectangle, length times width, times the height of the pyramid. The height of the pyramid has to be a 90-degree angle from the base to the apex, right, to the point of the pyramid, okay? So the height of this is 16, and the length and the width, the area of the base is 9 times 12. So you multiply those 3 things together, that would be the volume if it was a prism, right? If it was a prism, it would be 9 times 12 times 16, but it's a pyramid, so you have to divide it by 3. Divide by 3 and you get your answer. Sometimes these will be decimals. You'll end up with a 0.3 repeating or a 0.6 repeating. It's very common. Just round it off. If you don't have instructions, round it off to a couple of digits, like this one. Okay. This one is a triangular pyramid. Well, you treat it like a triangular prism. The area of the base, 1/2 base times height for a triangle, base and height of the triangle, times the height, the distance from the triangle to the point of the pyramid, and then divide by 3. Because it's a pyramid. Pyramid, divide by 3. That's all you have to remember for pyramids. Otherwise, they're the same as prism. Book page 654. We're jumping right around, but these are all very similar, right? So not normally, if we had 45-minute classes, we would learn one of these topics and then we would do practice on it. And then the next class, we would learn the next topic and do practice on it. But because we're doing 2 classes together, we learn them both and then practice them both.
Oh, did you finish your lesson thing?
This is the last couple pages. All right, so volume of the pyramid, the book says 1/3 area of the base times height, right? Multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. So it's way easier in your calculator at the end to just divide by 3. Okay? So the volume cubes, how much space does it take up? Area of the base, which is length times width, because this is a rectangle, times the height of the pyramid. Okay, so for square or rectangular pyramids, the area of the base is length times width. For triangular pyramids, the area of the base is 1/2 base times height of the triangle.
I think Carlos fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, so again, on this example, this is really the most difficult problem because the triangular pyramid has the most things to remember and you get confused on. Okay, the area of the base, B. Area of the base, B. Area of the base is 8.1 times 6.4 divided by 2, or times 0.5 if you want to do it that way. Right? Divide by 2 or times 0.5.
Mr. Riley.
That's this. Area of the base. Then you multiply this area of the base times the height, the distance from the prism, the base, to the point of the pyramid. That's the height. This distance right here. And that gives you the volume. And again, it's always in cubes. 95 cubic meters is your volume. All right, so letter A, got it, letter A, page 654. You done?
63 cubic centimeters.
63 cubic centimeters.
That's what I got.
That's correct.
She's determined.
I can do it in my head because 7 times 9 is 63 times 3 divided by 3. Oh, yeah, that's what I would have done too. Exactly, because I was just because of the number combination. Length times width of the rectangle times height of the prism divided by 3. Pyramid, sorry, divided by 3. So it's 189. If it was a prism, it would be 189. Right? If it was this guy, it would be 189. But it's a pyramid, so it's 1/3 of that, making it 63. Volume, how many cubes does it take to fill up the space? So it's in cubic units. Right?